shit. Fuck. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me. So, what are we going to be talking about today? Do you ever have those self-limiting beliefs, that smack talk in your own head that holds you back, this repetitive voice? We've talked about it before, called the inner critic, if you've watched any of my shows before. But really, I'm wondering, what else gets in your way, right? What are these thoughts? We're going to examine them a little bit more, okay? Because what I want to start talking about is how to reset your mind. We gave ourselves some tips in previous videos. These next few, I really want to start down this journey of resetting our minds even more, so that we can start to be a full functioning and have all of our shit together, basically, right? And so thank you for joining me. You know me, it's Zan, and I've been working with people for the past 30 years to help them basically become their best selves and evolve into that next version of themselves, whether they be as an entrepreneur or whether as a professional or as a person. So I'm so excited that you joined me today. So what are we talking about? How to reset your mind, eliminate limiting beliefs, have greater clarity in your life, and just honestly feel a little more kick-assy in our personal and professional life. All right. So really what it comes down to, again, is those self-limiting beliefs, that shit talk that you've been telling yourself for a very long time that is holding your back, right? It's about who you are. It's about what you're worth, how you're meant to act, what other people think about you. And it's this constant negative self-talk about, should I be doing this? At my advanced age of 48, I also find that people at my age are starting to question whether they should be wanting more. Should I be starting things? Oh my gosh, I'm almost 60. Like, should I be starting a business? Should I be, right? What I would say is, to me, it's, if you have the brain in your head and the desire in your heart, then yes, you should. Self-limiting beliefs are the ones that tell us I'm not smart enough, fast enough, good enough, all that kind of stuff, right? So, and they're really, really incredibly destructive. I don't have to tell you, okay? And a lot of times we don't even realize that they're there. We don't realize that it came from somebody 100 years ago. They just sit there in our unconscious brains. And because we've been telling ourselves the same story for so long, they become ingrained. And it's like a computer program. I've talked about leaving that. You can't just delete content from a hard drive. You actually have to overwrite it with new information. And that's what resetting your mind is, right? Getting that mind reset for yourself. So And what do these negative thoughts do to us? They make us unhappy, pessimistic, constantly, and not just about ourselves, about everybody else in the world. You can't trust those people. They don't like me. I know that they're angry or they're going to be upset because I didn't do this perfectly. But the fact is, it's that negative voice. Most people are walking around with the same thought patterns as you are about themselves. They're not worrying about us. If they are, it's because they're stressed about their own lives and being found out as an imposter, right? They're not so much worried or mad at you. It's just you didn't help them. Most of us feel about us the way they do because we've helped them or we haven't helped them. Doesn't say anything about the quality of the person that we are. It's really about the amount of time that we have in that moment to be able to contribute to that person or not. And if we have the energy level, the resources, the time, the money, the physical wherewithal, but it shouldn't be we shouldn't see other people's opinion of us as a grand pronouncement or the final pronouncement of who we are. Because like I said, it's only about if we made them happy or upset in the moment. And that's based on so many factors other than who you are at the core, right? Who you really are. So what happens is these beliefs that we have about ourselves become actions, right? We have these thoughts, they become beliefs, and then they start to become actions. So we feel we're not good enough. So we don't go after that job we want. We're nervous when we maybe see that person that we like, but we can't. That's always with me. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. I'm not good enough. Who am I to be doing this? And so I was never able to put my most confident foot forward. Honestly, for me, there's a lot of things that I've started and I've quit in my life. And I have to be honest with you. The main reason is because I was scared. What if I put this effort into it and I am not good enough? Well, honestly, honey, I've been done pretty good at a lot of things. And maybe I wasn't perfect. Maybe I wasn't the best, but it didn't matter. That's not what it was about. It was about just doing and being. And it's held me back from going forward to being that unfulfilled actor that I am and being afraid to take my acting career further, right? I don't regret it, but I get annoyed with myself. So right now, my life is about kicking it's resetting my mind so that I can start to have the thoughts that I need to make the actions that I need to make my dreams come true. So if you're wondering why you can't get motivated or why this isn't working or you've tried a million times, it's time to start focusing and stop saying, I'm going to try, and start saying, I'm going to do. So it's really so much like that. It becomes our internal operating system. Our brains are really they are computers. They get tired and they take so much energy in our body. So what happens is our thoughts go onto autopilot. So your brain, your old brain, the one that fight or flight brain will go, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. And I'm scared because I'm a failure. I'm no good at this stuff. And you put so much energy into it that your old brain goes, oh, okay, no problem, Zan. We know how draining that is for you. So we're going to take over that function and we're going to put it on automation for you, right? The autonomic nervous system. For a lot of people, it's blinking, breathing, flinching. If you put your hand on a fire, right? That's all just happens. Well, it almost files it into that same system where it starts just becoming a reaction. We don't even have to think about it consciously. It just happens. So, and everything that we are, everything that we believe flows from this thought process. So it's time today for you to start looking in the mirror and just start saying, you know what, you're all right. You're doing the best that you can do. Start there. Don't try to push yourself further. Just start small. What's the smallest way that you can start to be kind to yourself and start to reprogram your brain and start to fill it with love and good medicine for yourself instead of shit talk all the time, right? The world deserves you, man. You deserve this. If we want the world to be better, we have to be better. This isn't about being selfish. This isn't about having a big ego. This isn't about being famous or rich or anything. To me, when each and every one of us are operating in our highest self-worth, our highest emotional intelligence, and disputing all of this negative thought processes, then we can really begin to step up and create positivity, energy, and start to influence people around us by sharing our energy. Not necessarily by helping everybody, just by showing up in your best way every single day and going after your goals and dreams. Because if your beliefs are not positive ones, which will then lead to negative actions, you're not going to get the joy out of your life. You're even when you do have good things happen, you're going to go, oh, wow, this is going to be gone soon. What's the point of looking positively towards this? When you believe negative things, your mind will seek out negative things. We call it confirmation bias. So when we start to believe and have a belief, we don't look for things to dispute it. Our brains automatically go, and it's a psychological principle, how do I prove this true? And that may be finding people who agree with our negative thoughts. So surrounding ourselves with negative people. It may be staying with the same old abusive people that have been helping us create this negative thought pattern. And instead of just saying no more, not today, Satan, no more, I say. We don't. We just keep pushing ourselves into the situation day after day after day and keep forcing ourselves to feel this pain. So it's important. Today is the day for you to get out of your own way and start to fill yourself with that knowledge that you need. Because, honey, great news. Everybody can change, and you can start to reprogram your thoughts. If you watch any of the episodes that we had on the inner critic, we gave you some. We're going to be giving you some more strategies. We're going to be talking about brain science in the coming weeks, because it's one thing just to say, oh, think positive, but I want to explain to you why. I try to explain about the old brain and things, but we're going to delve a little bit deeper into that. We're going to start to talk a little bit about something called neuro-linguistic programming, neuro-brain linguistic language. So how do we use our internal and external language to help reprogramming, rehardwire, hack our brain to start getting the results that we want? And I promise you, there's tons of cool, easy things that you can start to do right now. But the fact is, because you can change your brain, you can change that structure. It's plastic. That's the great thing about our brains. Even people with brain damage, the science out there, that's amazing when they start to take care of their brain better, feed it right, have enough sleep, read, listen, participate, do fun things, spend time with people who make you feel good about yourself, have an animal if that's your thing, whatever it is, it starts to rewire your brain. And it's amazing the things that can happen once you start treating yourself good again. So don't worry about what's happened. Today, as always, is the first day of the rest of your life. You have to make the choice, though. Nobody can make it for you. You have to decide that you're worth it. And if you need somebody to tell you, I'm telling you, you are worth it, and I deserve it. I need the best from you each and every day, right? You're part of my Spark team, my friend, and I need that. I need you to step up. I need to step up for you. So let's do this. Right? Let's start to reset our internal operating system, right? Let's hijack it. Let's start hacking into our brains so that we can create the results that we want. Are you ready? I sure hope you are, because I'm excited to share it with you. So my apologies, anybody that came on late, if you're watching this live, a few technical difficulties, but big deal. Who cares? That's one of those self-limiting beliefs that gets my idea. Oh my gosh, what are people going to think? They're going to think X, Y, Z. Who cares? I'm showing up. I'm doing me. I'm not looking to be perfect. I'm just looking to be. So join me next week. We're going to be delving into this. I've got chapter 1. I've actually got a handout that I'm going to be working through. So next week, we're going to be starting on chapter 1. And we're going to be digging a bit deeper into what are limiting beliefs, give you a few examples, a deeper look, and then give you some strategies to really hack into your brain and start to overcome those things. So join us. And what I'd love for you, what's my call to action, my friends? I would love for you to invite some of your friends to this group if you feel this information is valuable to you. I want to grow a positivity posse, and I want people to share their ideas and be interactive. Let me know if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on the replay. I love you and I thank you for it when you're able to join me live. And when you're able to watch the replay, let me know. I love it. And so invite your friends if you think I have anything beneficial to say or it might be a benefit to them. And finally, if you're interested in getting the ebook that I am walking through every week, please let me know and put ebook in the comments and we'll make sure to get that to you. I still think I owe somebody an inner critic book. My apologies. I'm going to go back and check my messages. But the other thing is follow the pinned post, which is going to be under the announcements on this page so that you can follow up. If you're watching this on the replay, don't worry about it. They're all going to be pinned there for you and you're going to be able to see what comes. So let me know. What do you think? What are some of those self-limiting beliefs that you have about yourself? What are perhaps some of the strategies that you've used to start overcoming these self-limiting beliefs? Because every month I do a draw and I love giving out prizes. So please get active, let me know, and have a great week. Thank you. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.